Good morning. Today we are looking at vocal parts and in particular the tenor voice line and how to transpose the tenor line into a bass clef, which we will do today. Okay, so a tenor voice is a high male voice, and the range of a tenor voice part, so the notes that they are able to sing, don't really fit well into either the bass or the ordinary treble clef. So what clef they are written in is a treble clef with a little 8 at the bottom. So you will see on vocal music that one of the parts is a treble clef with an 8 below it. That is the tenor line. Okay, now, so this is what we're going to be doing. We write the tenor part into the bass clef, and here are some instructions. The 8 under the treble clef means that the written notes will actually sound an octave lower. So the first note will actually sound middle C. So if we go up to the first note, it's a C above middle C, but because of the 8 below the treble clef, that means you're reading all of these notes down an octave. Okay? Well, you're reading them up an octave, but they will sound down an octave. Okay, because it sits beautifully up an octave in the middle of the treble clef. Now I've written a lovely song here. The words are COVID-19 is a pain, and those are the lyrics below the line. Okay, but when we transpose it across to here, we will have to put those lyrics in as well if they are there on the original score. Okay, so the tenor voice range doesn't fit well onto the ordinary treble or bass clef. You'd end up having too many ledger lines. So it's written up an octave to fit better, and you then know that it's going to sound down an octave. Okay, so the treble clef with an 8 below it, there's the little picture, allows the singer to read the correctly named notes, A, B or C, and know that they will sound an octave lower. So when rewriting vocal music from open score to a closed score, the tenor part needs to be transferred or transposed from a tenor vocal clef to a bass clef. All notes therefore need to be transposed down one octave. An octave is 8 notes, so you end up with the same named note but down 8 notes. So a C will become another C but down an octave, down 8 notes. Okay, and lastly, transposing music often requires a change in key signature. So lots of instruments are called transposing instruments, like clarinets and trumpets. They require a key signature change when you transpose them. Transposing a vocal line, a tenor part, doesn't, because it's by an octave. So that means because you're not changing the name notes, A's will still be A's, F's will still be F's. You don't have to change the key signature, so that will stay the same. So going back to our little melody that the tenor line is singing, you can see that it's in, there's your tenor clef, tenor vocal clef with the 8 under it. It's in 1 sharp, which is G major, and so you're going to put it over there just for practice. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with, I've already put the clef there. It's a bass clef. So here's the vocal tenor clef with the 8 under it, and we're moving to here. So we have to take across the key signature, and of course the F will go on the F line here. We put the 4 over 4 in, and then we start moving the notes. Right, so this is C. Are you on there? Mm-hmm. And so it's actually a C down an octave, which is middle C here on the treble clef. So you have to move that note now to the bass clef, and middle C is here. So we've moved our first note now down an octave, C to middle C. So that's down to C. This note here will go down an octave to the E above middle C. So E above middle C over here involves this ledger line there. So far you should have a C to an E. Now we just follow the direction of the notes. We go down to the D. The next note over here is a C again. Down an octave is middle C, and this is middle C on the bass clef. Let's put our stems in. Okay, back over here, moving down again to a B, one down below middle C. So the shape of the melody will remain the same, the contour, bar line in, crikey, I haven't got enough room. Right, we continue stepping down here, so a B down an octave. Now an A down an octave is a couple of ledger lines on the treble clef below, but on the bass clef it sits there. Again, down one more to G, and ending on C, which will become middle C again, which is there. Double bar line, lyrics. COVID-19 is a pain. Awesome. Okay, so we have successfully transposed or retranscribed over from a tenor vocal clef to a bass clef. Your turn now.